few years ago, I looked down at my closet and realized I'd been wearing the same two pairs of shoes for almost a decade. Sound familiar? Look, if you're over 40, you've probably figured this out. You don't need 30 pairs of shoes. You need maybe 6 good ones that actually work with your life. It's not about having more shoes. It's about having the right 6 that make you look sharp without even trying. Here's what happens though, most of us hit our 40s and just keep rotating the same black cap-toe Oxfords and brown penny loafers. But there are some really solid dress shoes out there that most guys just don't know about. So today, I'm walking through 6 underrated dress shoes that honestly deserve more attention. I'm going to show you exactly how to wear each one, what to pair them with, and why they work. Number 4 on this list, probably the most versatile shoe you'll ever own. And number 6 completely changed how I dress in the fall. Let's dive in. First up, monk straps. Here's what I like about these no laces. You've got a buckle across the front or two if you go with the double monk. Cleaner look, easier to get on, and they just have this intentional feel to them. The monk strap sits in this sweet spot between formal Oxfords and casual loafers. During the week, I'll throw them on with gray dress pants and a button-down no tie, just clean. Weekends, dark chinos and a sport coat work perfectly. Most guys try these once and never go back to laces. It's like switching from a regular watch to an automatic. It just feels more intentional. Brown works with almost everything. Burgundy, if you want something different. And make sure they fit snug loose buckles, flop around, and kill the whole look. If you're rebuilding your wardrobe at 40, monk straps are the perfect bridge, mature but modern. Now, if you like that clean, streamlined look, you're going to want to pay attention to number 2. The Wholecut Oxford. This is one most guys have never even heard of. So most dress shoes are made from multiple pieces of leather stitched together, right? Wholecuts are different. One single piece of leather, no seams, no stitching breaking up the surface. Just one continuous clean piece. Wearing Wholecuts feels like driving a car with no dashboard clutter. Everything is clean, simple, and built with purpose. That's why they fly under the radar. There's nothing flashy about them. But that's the whole point. Wholecuts are underrated because they don't scream for attention. That's the kind of confidence that speaks volumes, especially at 40. When you wear these, your whole outfit looks more pulled together. Weddings, important meetings, presentations, navy suit, white shirt, Wholecut Oxfords. They also work with dress trousers for the office or dark jeans and a blazer at night. Black for formal occasions, brown for everything else. And the leather quality really matters here. Cheap leather defeats the whole purpose. Yeah, they cost more, but we're talking a decade or more if you take care of them. If your style leans minimal and timeless, this is your signature pair. Quick question for you guys. Are you more into minimal, clean designs like this, or do you prefer shoes with a bit more character? Let me know in the comments because that actually matters for what's coming next. Speaking of character, number 3 has plenty of it. Split-toe derbies. These have some personality. You've got this distinctive stitching running down the center of the toe. It's a European style. You don't see it as much here in the States, which is honestly part of the appeal. Now, people think the stitching makes them too formal. It's the opposite. That detail actually makes them easier to pair casually. These are the shoes you wear when you're meeting someone important, but don't want to look overdressed. Dark jeans and a leather jacket. Perfect. Wool trousers and a sport coat at the office works. Even with chinos and a sweater on the weekend. Brown or tan leather is easier to style than black. Tobacco brown is incredibly versatile. Dark burgundy works great in cooler months. And skip the high gloss shine, something with a more matte finish looks better, especially with heavier fabrics like wool and flannel. What I like about these is they've got weight to them. They look substantial. When you're wearing these, you look like a guy who knows what he likes and isn't afraid to own it. Alright, now we're getting into the really versatile territory. Number 4 might actually be the easiest shoe on this entire list to wear. Suede loafers. Every guy over 40 should have at least one pair. They hit this perfect balance between comfortable and sharp. The suede texture is softer, more relaxed than polished leather, but they still look put together. At this age, comfort matters, but style still does. Suede loafers give you both. Here's why they're so underrated: the range. You can wear them with a suit for business casual, jeans on Saturday, shorts in the summer, no socks if you want. Very few shoes can pull off that kind of versatility. I wear these constantly in spring and summer. They breathe better than leather. If you live somewhere warm, California, Florida, anywhere humid, these are your go-to all year. Chinos or cotton pants for casual stuff, navy blazer and no-show socks for dinner. Even dark jeans and a white t-shirt works. Stick with neutral colors: beige, navy, olive gray. Don't wear them in rain or snow. Penny loafer style in suede is probably the most versatile. And bonus, they're comfortable immediately. No break-in period. By the way, if you're finding this helpful, hit that like button. It genuinely helps more guys find this content. Now, number 5 is one a lot of you probably didn't expect to see on this list. Trust me on this one. Tassel loafers. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I used to think tassel loafers were for old bankers until I saw how Italians wear them with linen trousers and rolled sleeves. Completely changed my perspective. Those little tassels on the front add personality without being loud about it. Not flashy, not trying too hard, just a bit different. Here's the thing: when you hit 40, you stop dressing to prove something. Tassel loafers reflect that. Confident without noise. Tailored chinos and a linen shirt in summer. Dress pants and a polo at the office. Flat front shorts and a button-down on weekends if you're going somewhere decent. If you work in a creative field, these show some personality while staying professional. Burgundy or brown leather. Keep everything else pretty simple. Let the tassels be the detail. They work better in warmer weather. And don't try to wear them with a full suit. They're not that formal, and that's perfectly fine. If you've been wearing plain penny loafers for years, this is an easy next step. Still classic, just with a little something extra. Alright, last one, and this might legitimately be the game changer for a lot of you, especially if you deal with actual weather where you live. If there's one shoe that makes every man look sharper without changing a thing about his wardrobe, it's this one. Chelsea boots. They've got this slim, streamlined profile. No laces, no buckles, just elastic panels on the sides so you can slip them right on. And because they fit close around your ankle, they actually make you look taller and more proportioned. Chelsea boots streamline your silhouette. You look more proportioned, more intentional, and those details matter more than logos ever will. A lot of guys over 40 assume boots are too casual or too young looking. But Chelsea boots break that assumption completely. They're dressy enough for the office, but you can also wear them with jeans on the weekend. Suits, jeans, chinos, they work with all of it. Unlike chunkier work boots, Chelsea boots don't add bulk. They keep things clean and sharp. Perfect for fall and winter when you want more coverage. At work, dress pants and a sport coat. Casual weekend dark jeans and a Henley, that's become my go-to. They're also surprisingly good for travel, easy on and off at security, comfortable for walking, nice enough for dinner. Black or brown leather works with most things. Suede versions are great for casual wear. Make sure they fit snug around your ankle. And stick with clean, simple designs. Skip heavy hardware or chunky soles. One tip: when you wear Chelsea boots, go with slimmer cut pants. If your pants are too wide, the proportions look off. At 40, you're not chasing trends anymore. You're refining presence. And Chelsea boots help you do exactly that. So which one of these resonates with you? Drop a comment and let me know. I'm genuinely curious. So those are 6 dress shoes most guys just aren't thinking about, but honestly should be. Look, style after 40 isn't about reinventing yourself. It's about refining what already works. These 6 pairs aren't just shoes. They're quiet reminders that you've figured out who you are. You don't need 50 pairs of shoes at this stage. You need the right shoes. Shoes that fit properly, that'll last you years, and that actually work with how you live your life day to day. Because here's the reality: your shoes are part of your first impression. They say something about you before you even say a word. Might as well make sure they're saying what you want them to say. If this helped, consider subscribing. I've got more ways to make dressing well effortless. And leave a comment. Let me know which of these 6 you're thinking about trying first, or what else you want me to cover next. And remember, at 40, real style isn't about standing out. It's about showing up with quiet confidence. Thanks for watching.